being able to go to another neighboring city. It's called Owo. It's actually where my family is from, and get to look at the beauty of the culture and connect back, see what's there. Look at the art, the spirit of entrepreneurship. Why we get to explore all of those things. So if you were excited about what you're hearing, I tell you to join the 100 who are going back and be a part of this experience. Now, Sumi said something very serious that I want you to take serious. When you are at these destination conferences, you truly become family. I have a new brother, he's in the back, his name is June. But he became family, he became family because he came to Nigeria and we were there for 3 days and we were able to bond and connect. I have new South African family, I have new family from Sweden. I met people who are so amazing, who will be in my life for the rest of my life. Yesterday we had an opportunity, what I call the GEF reunion. We did that, we had the GEF reunion. So what I'm excited for is not only the 100 going to Nigeria this November 2025, but there's something powerful coming to East Point, Atlanta in 2026.
That's right.
Yes. Now, something powerful is coming from 2026. Who knows what is happening next summer in Atlanta? Say that loud. The FIFA World Cup will be here. Okay. Now, why should you be excited? Because there's going to be a global entrepreneurship reunion. Africa Meets America is coming to East Point in 2026, and we're doing it the week of the World Cup. So we'll be able to all come back with all of our new family members that we meet at GEF and experience this amazing place where truly the world meets. The world is here today. We have people who flew in from across the world, South Africa, Nigeria. We have people who flew across the nation to be here. So this is just a glimpse of what is coming. And I was excited to announce that here today. And so I hope that you take advantage of what I call an opportunity. I don't sell anything. We're not asking you to come because we need you to be there. We're sharing an opportunity for you to be a part of something amazing. And so that is what I wanted to announce here today. On that note, we'll get back to the program. We'll be able to hear from our amazing board members and continue on learning about the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. Next on the agenda, we have I want to welcome a special organization, just to give a few remarks. This organization, the Atlanta Black Chambers, I appreciate the work that they're doing with entrepreneurs all across Metro Atlanta. So for those of you who don't understand what Metro Atlanta is, yes, a city, but there are all of these neighboring cities as well. So East Point, Jonesboro, Hapeville, Marietta, you have all of these neighboring cities. That's why we call it Metro Atlanta. And what the Atlanta Black Chambers does is they empower entrepreneurs all across Metro Atlanta. And they recently have a committee. It's called the Global Opportunities Committee. And so they're excited also about this event. And I want them to, they have a representative here to just share a little bit about their committee and what they're doing for this global initiative. I think I'm hoping to give 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? All right, my name is Natalie Jerome. I am the secretary for the Global Opportunities Committee within the Atlanta Black Chambers. The Atlanta Black Chambers actually just celebrated our 20-year anniversary. So we have been, we have grown to be a beacon for small Black businesses, our entrepreneurs, our solopreneurs, partnerships, small corporations who we support through programming, various committees and affinity groups, one of them being the Global Opportunities Committee. Our Global Opportunities Committee has done some tremendous work in the last 2 years in particular. We have some very important partnerships that we're proud of. We've had some MOUs in place, most recently with Canada, also with Colombia, Kenya, a lot of work being done, South America and Africa. So we are continuing that work through trade missions. We had the honor of being able to go to Southern Africa in March of 2024. So touchdown in South Africa, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, Zimbabwe, which is another MOU partner, Harare, Victoria Falls, Lusaka, and Zambia. So this year we're continuing bringing our members opportunities, this time to Europe. So we have an outbound trade delegation coming up in March. So we are going to be in the UK, in France, in Germany, and in the Netherlands, Amsterdam, and continuing to reach out to small businesses and small Black businesses in particular, and bridging the gaps in trade. Our main focus is making sure that we engage in trade in as many places as possible. We, for our members, make sure that our members are able to scale and grow internationally. And through our partners, we connect entrepreneurs that are also looking to break into U.S. markets. Atlanta, as has been echoed in this room, is a major hub for international trade. We have a lot of access, and we want to be able to leverage each other, have knowledge transfer, education, anything that we can share in business to make sure that we all grow. We are engaging our community and incorporating the youth as well. We have initiatives with the HBCUs. We have wonderful leadership. Our founder, Michael Hill, who started this vision 20 years ago, continues to be an integral part of all that we're doing. Our president and CEO, Melvin Coleman, our chairman, Ricardo Luis, chairman of the Atlanta Black Chambers Global Opportunities Committee, also our co-chair, Jennifer Barbosa. And so we're excited to partner and to see all the good things that are coming to our neighboring cities, such as East Point. And I hope to be able to connect with everyone in this room. We are pushing our initiatives with a major conference at the end of the year. October 2025 is the Go Global Conference. So you can get some more information about that on our website, globalconference.com. More information about Atlanta Black Chambers can be found at atlantablackchambers.org. Our Go Global Conference is heavily focused on B2B matchmaking. As I'm sure the conference in Nigeria will be, making sure that everyone has an opportunity to meet stakeholders, to connect buyers, sellers, and I hope to see everyone here as possible. Thank you so much for your time.
I'm going to go ahead and give it back over to Johan, who is on our board, and we hear from him. And if you can just give some remarks. Thank you.
I'm going to follow the Sumi Smart example and just sit here. So from my side, just sharing some perspectives from what that event. And it's apt that I'm back in Atlanta. This is where it all started. My first trip to America started in Atlanta. And I'm inviting all of you back to Africa, to where all of us started, where humanity started. It is an amazing event, and as an investor and as a business advisor on the continent, I can share just how much it meant for entrepreneurs. It's a catalyst for economic growth. We hear that, and that's why entrepreneurship is such an important aspect in every single country. We hear about entrepreneurship is driving the growth for in small, medium enterprises, is driving the growth of the economy, jobs, and economic opportunity. And I've seen it firsthand. For me, it was my first time in Nigeria, and I was incredibly taken and surprised by the warmth of the people, their entrepreneurial flair, their ability. This is not a charity project, this is an opportunity to do real business. I've met people from Ethiopia that we in discussions to invest and to do business together. Fellow South Africans that I've met in Nigeria, that we are discussing how we could work together. We've had companies in Nigeria that has taken up amazing opportunities. So it's not just an opportunity to go and have the fun and enjoy it, which is important, but it's also opportunities to unlock value for you, for any business person wanting to look at opportunities. At the same time, advancing the sustainable development goals, where you are addressing critical challenges like poverty alleviation, quality education. We had sessions on business and investment readiness, and giving the participants to the event an opportunity to also expand on their understanding of what they need to do to become investment ready, to become better equipped at taking their businesses throughout Africa. And then entrepreneurial activities contributed to inclusive growth. That economic benefits are shared among the community. I've had the privilege to have follow-up conversations with people in the cacao industry wanting to grow, passionate entrepreneurs, really doing amazing things for their communities. So not only is it fun, it is fun, we've become very close. I'm quite afraid for what might happen when we reunite in Africa again. I think that it's going to be even longer, the nights and the days, than it has been last. Fun it is indeed, but it's still an enormous opportunity to do real business and to meet entrepreneurs from across Africa, across the world, that can ignite business opportunities. And that's what I think is the main takeaway for me, is the business connections that we've made from Sweden, New York, Los Angeles, Albania. And very important for me because I'm a passionate activist for the economic development of Africa. My heart is in Africa. From South Africa, Kenya, East Africa, Ethiopia, the powerhouses of the economy in the world. And we've heard from Chairman Dan, that is where the growth is going to be. That's where the opportunity is going to be. Unlocking the future growth of this global economy is going to lie squarely in the hands of African entrepreneurs and doing business with Africa. And I believe that we're going to put in Africa the rise of the Asian tigers to shame with the economic opportunities that is ahead of us in Africa.
Thank you for your words, Mr. Johan. I also want you to hear from a couple of our other board members. For the sake of time, if we can have just 2-minute remarks to make sure that we're keeping to time. I want to give an opportunity also for our audience and guests to be able to ask our board members questions about Global Entrepreneurship Festival or any of their remarks. 2 minutes, please. Thank you. I'm going to have Dr. Ebo give his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just going to welcome everybody here and to say that, you know, when you look at entrepreneurship, we don't talk about it from mostly from the medical background. So that's where I think I come in, being at the Global Entrepreneurship Festival last year, 2024. I just want to invite everybody here to come and experience what we experienced last year. But this year is going to be bigger, just like Dr. Subi said. If you achieve something, the fear is to surpass whatever you achieved. So we are thinking of how to go beyond what we achieved last year. And that is the challenge for this year. So I invite everybody to come and join us to be able to surmount that challenge this year. And then this, in the field that I am in, I don't think people look at it too much as an entrepreneurial venture. But the connections that we have this year there would open up a lot of opportunities in that field, and then we'll be able to connect with everybody. So I invite you to come at the end of this year, November 21st, and join us to be able to make this connection, to make this bigger, and to showcase what we have in Africa going forward. Thank you.
Any further remarks? I'm going to have Ms. Amanda and then Ms. Chantel Franco Works.
Good day, everybody. Thank you for the invitation to be part of the panel. It's such an honor to be amongst such greatness in the room. And when I speak about greatness, I don't only speak about greatness of tasks and success, I speak about greatness of heart. And what I love about GEF, and the little I know about it, I'm a newbie amongst everybody, and I will definitely be there in 2025. I've had the honor of being personally invited by Dr. Sumisola, his full name, and I will be there. Thank you for the invitation. And I'm a firm believer in unity commands blessing. And what I'm hearing on the lips of everybody is poverty eradication. And that is our heart too. So I'm representing Africa and South Africa, and I'm standing up for Africa and South Africa. I'm standing up and I'm saying no more poverty. I'm saying let's raise the next generation, raise the leaders to raise leaders, and treat the whole next generation and the generations to come as if they're our own children, not just our own households. Last night, I was honored to be part of the leadership event, and all these powerful women doing such great things for their communities and looking outside of themselves. And I think we're all speaking the same language. Let's hold hands. Let's get this done. Let's get the money to where it needs to be, and let's empower the next generation. Thank you.
Good afternoon again. A pleasure to have you all in our beautiful city of East Point. As somebody mentioned, the quickness of how we got this accomplished could not have been done without the team at the East Point Convention and Visitors Bureau. Today. And when we talk about global and why East Point was the question that was posed. Why East Point? For so many reasons. Firstly, we're so strategically well poised. We're literally 5 minutes from the world's busiest airport. Standing here today, you can just look across, see the planes landing, coming in and out. 67 million travelers coming through that world's busiest airport. And we're 5 minutes away today at the beautiful 4 Points by Sheraton. We have 20 branded hotels, easy access, 285, 85, literally 6 miles to downtown Atlanta. Why East Point? We're a camera-ready city. We're certified by the state of Georgia. You have tax incentives. And I know there's opportunities with entrepreneurs in film as well. We spoke about medical. Morehouse Medical School of Medicine is in East Point. We're also partners with Morehouse. Again, Tyler Perry Studios in our back door. People don't know that the films that were filmed here, Hidden Figures, you can see some of them right here, Walking Dead, Black Panther, Hidden Figures, Ozark, Stranger Things, all that stuff is filmed right here in East Point. So we're proud to be able to share that. And when we talk about entrepreneurship and globalization and global attraction, East Point is an open business ready to share with different countries. Nigeria, we have a relationship with Ghana. We have a relationship with Liberia. We hosted the First Lady of Liberia a couple of months back. So this is not new for us. We are truly where the world meets. We're looking forward to this. We're excited about this opportunity. We're becoming sister cities with some of these countries. So we're looking forward to doing that with a city in Nigeria as well, and opening the door to sharing resources and being able to share ideas and opportunities. And again, eradicating poverty, not only in these destinations, right here in East Point as well. So it is a win-win. It's a collaboration. It's a partnership. We're looking forward to it. We understand it. And we want to be a part of it. It is, again, a pleasure, an opportunity. Thank you all. And we expect to see you back for
Africa meets America.
Africa meets America. Thank you.
Thank you for your words and your remarks. And she is, when she says they're 5 minutes away from the airport, it's convenient. I'm leaving from the press conference to the airport, but I'm extremely comfortable and confident I'm gonna make my flight. So thank you for your partnership. We greatly appreciate you. I'm gonna give an opportunity now to the audience. If anyone has any questions for any of our board members that are up here, please raise your hand and I will give you the mic. Yes.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ijoma Orji. So I am actually Atlanta-based, but I am first-generation Nigerian American. And so I actually been following this platform on social media just about maybe 6 months. And so for me as an entrepreneur, I also operate in the corporate sector as well. And so I guess the question that I have for the board today is that with this organization, for me, I work in the financial crime sector. So I'm a certified anti-money laundering specialist. So I enjoy working in the corporate sector, but oftentimes when I branch out to entrepreneur organizations, I don't always see the financial crimes industry scaling people out of the corporate sector, where they're able to freelance and teach other organizations how they can scale in the financial crimes industry, how to prevent risks, terroristic threats, and different things of that nature. So the question that I have is, with global entrepreneurship, what does the capacity look like as far as those that are in the financial crimes industry, as far as, I guess, the directorial or those that operate in that capacity, if I was looking to join this organization?
Great, thank you very much. Amazingly, last year we had a breakout room as well that covered that. And this year as well, we would be doing that. I think we have about close to about 9 breakout rooms that happened. So we are happy to share more information with you as regard that. So this is the early stage. We're doing the formation now. The first quarter of this project is to get the partners, get the collaborators involved. So I'm very happy that you're coming in at this stage so that we can open up that room for you and also bring together what you've got.
Thank you.
If I could make a comment also. One of the 3 things that I identify as being unique to entrepreneurs in Nigeria is how they focus their vision, what they want to do. In America, we create companies to solve problems, consumer problems or business problems. Nothing wrong with that. That's good. Yeah. In Nigeria, every single entrepreneur I spoke with, and there were hundreds, is focused on a societal problem. Financial is one, agriculture is another. There are a myriad of them. This fits perfectly with that issue. I didn't speak to anyone specifically about financial crime, but the nature of the problem is very aligned with what is happening in Nigeria.
Yeah, I'll go.
My name is Chuck Barlow. I'm the CEO of the Pan African American Chamber of Commerce. Along with your comment about in about 2050, Africa will have 1 out of 5 people will be from Africa, except 1 out of 4. What is being done to prepare this young generation that's coming up Mr. Mandela said education is the most powerful tool that can change the world. So what is being done is their connection with the HBCUs in America to be able to do that. That's my question.
Please, I would like the question again from you, sorry. I think I had a different question and I had a different one again. I just remember those communication exercises where somebody says something and then you can't say. Yeah, so just the question now.
You said you didn't understand the question?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
With such a young population, I think the average age is 25, am I right?
That's
What is being done to help prepare this next generation coming up in terms of education? I said, Mr. Mandela said, education is the most powerful tool that can change the world. Is there a connection of this organization with HBCUs in America to help do that?
Currently, we do not have any connection with those organizations, but we have on-ground organizations. And you know, when you asked that question, the first beautiful thing that came to my mind is what the young people are doing themselves right now. One of the beautiful things about this generation, I think they say this generation, is it alpha or something? And there's the beta coming. It's like they're quite fast and they're very curious. So on their own, you can see initiatives and organization that is springing up in Africa already, not just researching this knowledge, but also transferring this knowledge amongst their peers. I'm happy to tell you that I'm also the president of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, which is the largest entrepreneurship organization in Africa. We're in 20 African countries. And awareness, entrepreneurship, awareness, education, and also history, the background is one of the things that we address. With that being said, under the umbrella of the AYE organization, infused into the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, I'm rest assured that as we continue these projects, not only will the awareness increase, but we happen to partner if you have networks with the HBUs you spoke about. Thank you.
I can add to that by saying, again, the benefits of collaboration and partnerships. Somebody not even aware of this new partnership with East Point. We're partners with Morehouse College. Morehouse already has programs happening in Ghana that we partnered with them on, and colleges and schools there. Also Nigeria, which will be happy to make that bridge. And as a partner now, you'll be able to benefit from that and the relationships that Morehouse and some of the other HBCUs have with, you know, the destinations in Africa. So again, that's why it's so important to collaborate, partner, and have relationships that can take whatever that you're doing and goals to the next level. So we're happy to be a part of that and include now Morehouse as well as an extended arm to the G.
So I am a graduate of an HBCU. I did go to Tuskegee University, so thank you for your question. I also sit on the board of the Entrepreneurship Village. One vision that I have is actually partnering with HBCUs. The Entrepreneurship Village is also like an institution of learning. And so like we have the School of London as a partner. I envision our HBCUs being partners with the Village and having whether it's courses or curriculum, something of the sort. So it's all still fresh and new. I love the question because then it can enhance and amplify the vision, but that's something that we're certainly going to make sure that happens. So I want to just quickly pass it over to Mayor Sartor to just give your quick remarks. I know you have to leave, and then I'll go back to questions. I think you want to ask a question.
Thank you all so much. I will tell you that maybe like several of y'all here, I came just a little bit of knowledge and I'm leaving now with a wealth of knowledge. I'm so excited to see our sister city, East Point, participating in this. I've always said that entrepreneurship is a global phenomenon. So too many times we think it's, you know, knowledge is regional, specific to the municipal level, the state level. So I'm really encouraged. And as far as the city of Jonesboro, we work really hard. I have our economic developer here for our small businesses, our minority-owned businesses. So I'm looking forward to the connection. I'm not sure how many I can get to Nigeria. I know I can get there. But I can tell you in 2026, when Africa meets America, Jonesboro wants to be a part of that conversation. And I can assure you that there are other things, I think it's just awareness that's going to be really important. So working with you all to make sure that other cities know how we can be a part of 2026, and we are eager to build those relationships across the country. And now in this political climate, I'm just going to have to go ahead and say it, the relationships that we build individually and with our organizations are really what's going to help us to maintain those relationships and the progress that we're seeing. So again, thank you so much. I hate to have to leave out, but I changed the whole schedule around to get here, but we are committed to supporting you all, and I'm committed to making sure that other local cities are aware of the programming so that we can be a part of it as well, so they can be a part of it as well.
I'm going to quickly have Dr. Smart Francis unveil the theme for this year, and then we will get back to our questions.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time we've been waiting for. And this is just going to happen in about 1 minute, I think, or should I try 2 minutes? Yes. It's the time we've been waiting for. The theme for the Global Entrepreneurship Festival 2025. And I'm going to say it, and we're going to respond to it. Now, the theme for Global Entrepreneurship Festival 2024, such a privilege to be able to announce this to the world, is the AI-powered entrepreneur, creating a sustainable future. Thank you very much. We're supposed to display it on the screen, but we had some minor technical issues. Once again, the AI-powered entrepreneur, creating a sustainable future. So when I say the AI-powered entrepreneur, please respond by saying creating a sustainable future. Are we ready? The AI-powered entrepreneur, creating a sustainable future. Let's try that one more time. Right energy. A high-powered entrepreneur. Thank you very, very much. Madam Mayor, thank you for your time, and may God bless the rest of your day. Yes, as she leaves, let me just share something in 30 seconds so you can have an idea of why the team and what the focus will be about. This team captures the intersection of artificial intelligence, climate action, poverty eradication, and entrepreneurship, focusing on how AI-driven innovation can build a sustainable and inclusive global economy. I'm really impressed because part of the things that we do is to have the Innovation and Robotics Expo, is to have the hackathon. So we're going to have entrepreneurs from all over the world, giving them assignments and practicals on this project to design innovations, technologies towards this. We have entrepreneurs that pitch for our grant. So it will be around this thing. I am happy that AI is not leaving entrepreneurs behind. And of course, we are the smartest one to take advantage of this technology to create a sustainable future. Thank you very much.
I want to get back to our questions. I know you guys have plenty for our board members. So one hand up has been so patient. Thank you so much. And then I will have y'all raise your hands.
Oh, okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Pesero Ibafina. I came in from Nigeria this morning. Tara invited me, although we are still having a program in the UN tomorrow, and this tomorrow. Well, my question is, why did we choose Ondo? I'm just curious though, because I think we mentioned a lot of young entrepreneurs in Gen Z era, and I think a lot of them are in Lagos, and we have more of them in Abuja now. But why Ondo? I just want to know. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can I stay on this microphone? Is it okay? Yes, thank you very much for that amazing question. Chairman Dan already spoke about it during his speech. So let me use the opportunity first to bring you great greetings from our governor, our innovative and visionary governor, Governor Loki Ayedatiwa, who is doing tremendous work in entrepreneurship development, and of course, who is very focused, like you heard when we were given the description of the last event, with the government's engagement with that particular sector. Now, where do I start from? Number one, the Africa Silicon Valley Entrepreneurship Village is currently being built in Ondo State. But I hear you when you say that you compared it with the Lagos or Abuja. I just came back from Davos. I don't think Davos has the population of entrepreneurs. I do not think that Davos has the climate. I know what I went through. America is not cold. So something else in Davos. But I think the direction in this case, like the team for last year said, beyond boundaries. Taking projects like this beyond the expected places. Thinking that no, there's only a particular region that should be able to, enjoy such. And of course, entrepreneurship is one of the major focus here. So we are looking at untapped cities where we can really project what we're doing. And just is my witness here. He's going to say one of the most selling points of Ondo State. James, you want to tell him?
That's Jeff's secret of Africa.
That's right. So my brother, Ondo State, if you do not know, is the best kept secret of Africa. Now, geographically, it is the most central state in Nigeria. You might not know that. Let me show you. If you go into the north, you pass through Ondo State. If you go into the east, you pass through Ondo State. You might not know this as well. Ondo State has the longest coastline in Nigeria. Ondo State has the deepest ocean in sub-Saharan Africa. Ondo State has the highest number of mineral deposits in Nigeria. Ondo State has the second deposit of bitumen in the world. Now, is that state worthy the GEF or not? Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm like, you guys are sleeping? So I'm gonna try to keep it short because I know, yesterday I gave Dr. Sumi a hard time for being on time. So I'm gonna try to keep it short. So I have two things. I'm gonna speak from somebody who was actually present at GEF, last year. And also from a perspective from somebody who wants to partner with GEF this year. So I attended GEF, last year in November. And, honestly, it was the experience that you just have to be there to experience it, to understand the feeling and the impacts. So a little bit about myself. I'm Mimi Bello. I'm the founder of Lincoln Power. I'm a Nigerian American, but I'm not from Ondo State. I'm from River States. And what I loved about going to Accra was being able to experience Nigeria in different lights, because we have 36 states. And we have a rich culture, rich heritage of different tribes. So I love the experience because outside of, I think you talked about why we're not doing this in Abuja and Lagos. We need to do it outside of those four walls. There are other states that we need to explore, learn about, and also develop as well. And I think that infrastructure, issues are the things that we're struggling with in our country, if I'm being a little transparent. But there are opportunities across the 36 states. And I believe that what's happening with GEF needs to be a framework that we now share across our 36 states. So that's the first point that I wanted to make. So I was there present, and I was also able to sponsor 4 of my interns who were based in Nigeria. So when we talk about making an impact on a global scale, that is the level of impact that we need to be aiming for, where we're actually able to empower young entrepreneurs that never actually been to a conference before. 4 of my interns, that was their first conference that they attended in Accra. So the other part is, I want to talk about action. I want to understand, what does partnership look like with GEF? What do you need from us who are here in the diaspora to make it happen for the people that are there? Because I'm more concerned about the impact that happens after the event's over. So I know for me, I'm going to use my makeup artist as an example. I have my makeup artist, she's 21 years old, and I paid for her to come to Accra. And with her doing my makeup, there was an opportunity for her to do other women's makeup. So now we have not only empowered her to see other women in business and entrepreneurship, but also we have put money in her pockets so that she can eat, she can keep on building herself. And then now, me creating that opportunity has now allowed her to have a pipeline of other women in her network to keep on investing in her business. I have friends that
in December, they booked her because they saw that other women like myself. So that's the level of impact I want us to focus on and talk about. So I want to hear about what this partnership looked like with GEF. And then also, we're all in this room. How do we start the connections and not wait until November to start building those relationships?
Thank you very much for that beautiful question, and thank you for the empowerment, both before the event and post the event. Amazing. Now, what does partnership look like? That's the straightforward question. And with a straightforward answer, believe. It's amazing what people can do once they believe. You know what I'm saying? It's such a powerful force, once, especially when you believe together. And, you know, understanding that we can, in our own generation, create a global movement, and this time around in Africa. And that's exactly what we need you to do first. You know, once you believe, you know, it's very easy to put your heart to it. And when your heart is there, it's very easy to put your resources there. Now, for me, I find it easy. And let me say it this way, I will never, personally, never really sell the GEF to anyone. Because for a visionary, it's very clear. But from a brand perspective, look at a project that, like you just said, is all the year round. Our press conference is traveling across different countries across the world. East Point is going to be going to all the places that we're going with us. Their brand, everything about them is going to be going across the 10 different countries across the world. Our Entrepreneurs Investment Program, the EIP, is a project that's going to go across several entrepreneurs across the world. They're going to start their training in March. And that program runs for about 3 months. There's an incubation again for another 2 months. So it's an all year round program that gives you a lot of brand advantage, brand leverage, you know, visibility, and so on and so forth. And let's talk about the footfall. You just heard about the numbers. You heard about the high balls on social media and virtually, and so on and so on and so forth. So there's so much brand benefit. And I'm happy to let you know that our director of partnership is here to join with, so they can see. So if you really want to be a part of this, and you get the information there on how you can take advantage of this. Also, not just you partnering from a sponsorship direction, we also looking for global speakers. You know somebody, you want to recommend yourself, you recommend somebody, you know, I always say with all, no, this should not be humility now, pride. That's why my voice pitch, you know, pride. With pride. That GEF is the biggest stage that you can speak on. Yeah. So if you wanted that visibility, you wanted the audience, I'm speaking myself, and one of the things that gives us goosebumps is the audience. Yeah, so if you really want that kind of audience that you have a message for, please submit your profile to the board. It takes about 14 weeks for us to vet it, and then we can always give you feedback on that. Global Recognition Award, the Global Entrepreneurs Award, the most prestigious entrepreneurship award currently. If you have somebody you want to nominate, if you want to nominate yourself, in your network, you have a lot of entrepreneurs you're working with, you can see those databases for those who are doing extremely well. The board also vets that, and of course, they can be recognized at that event. Most importantly, the biggest benefit is not just investing, partnering, sponsoring. I think it's been there. Because once you are there, you close those deals by yourself. Thank you very much.
No more questions, but 30 seconds, get straight to the question. I'm gonna ask that we get straight to the answer. For the sake of time. Straight to the question, straight to the answer, and we'll wrap up.
Hello, thank you guys for being here. My name is Rashida. As a wealth builder, financial educator, and a speaker, where does mentorship and coaching fall in for you guys?
Since you said straight to the answer, let me not say many things that we have from even the Entrepreneurs Investment Program that I spoke to you about, which is already started in March. But right here is one of the mentors from the last cohort from the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. So live from the event is full adoption from not just board members, from also the participants, and also from also the speakers and the mentors that were present at the event. So mentorship is one of the key things. We have a room specifically for that at the event. Thank you.
Thank you.
Final question, straight to the question, straight to the answer.
Final question. So this is a destination entrepreneurship festival that takes place in Ondo State, Nigeria. And I'm curious, for the benefit of those who were not able to attend last year and may be interested in going this year, what's the vision behind why this is global? Like, why now, in terms of why this is a global entrepreneurship festival?
Wow. Wow. And one the straightforward answer for that. Like really, you know what I'm saying? Man. No, honestly speaking, the term entrepreneurship became famous across the world, I will tell you probably just 10 years ago. There was a different terminology in different countries. Some people will call it vocational skills. Some people will call it, you'll be surprised when you go to some far regions. Well, I'm not so sure because I'm not even been to every country across the world. But I can tell you that there are some countries deep down across the world that when you say entrepreneurship, they are still wondering, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And that is one of the major reasons why global and why that team beyond boundaries. To put a global attention and awareness to say there is a tool that the young people can use all by themselves to make things happen for themselves and not just rely on their government or rely on whatever, just give them an upper hand. I always say this, that education is the key, but entrepreneurship is the door. So when you have education and entrepreneurship, not only do you have the key, you also have the door. Have you wondered why some people has PhD, master key, diploma, whatever, all bunch of keys, but there's no door to open in Africa? You know, they're still unemployed and they're still looking for a door, forgetting that they can create that door and open that door. So that is the concept to say with entrepreneurship, you have the key and you have the door. Just to be, you know, I got to stop now because I'm getting to the moment.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and invite, first, I'm gonna have Sean and Lenry do a closing remark, and then Dr. Joy Smart Francis, and then we will have an opportunity for networking. Sean, what do you think? Straight to the point?
Thank you. Thank you. Straight to the point. First and foremost, thank you to the City of East Point and GEF. This amazing team, amazing board is out there changing lives. So I appreciate you making time today and coming as far as you came. So my name is Sean Lenry. I am the founder of Value Centric. And our mission is to help bring and create 100 million jobs across Africa. And the way we do that is by creating an economic forest. And to me, GEF is the perfect example of that. So when I say an economic forest, think of it this way. You need great soil in order to grow. Governments represent the soil, because if your government is not willing to partner with you and make it an easy environment for entrepreneurs to do business, there won't be success. And what I saw in Ondo State was a governor who was passionate and making sure that we invest in the people, we take the time to say, let's not only win together, get better together, let's also celebrate together. He was out there dancing with us too. But that's important because it was empowering. The seed, that is the entrepreneurs, those risk takers, those individuals with courage to go out there and do what's hard. And that then grows into a plant and an amazing forest. So I love what GEF is doing. Why it's important to me? First and foremost, I'm Atlanta born. There's a great quote by the first Black mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Jackson. It says, if you want to predict the future, create it. And this is what GEF is doing. In addition, I'm Nigerian American. I am the son of Prince Charles Alemni Okorowa from Turomi. I am the son of Gloria Bassi from Calabar. And my great uncle, Chief Anthony Eromosele Fanaro, was the founding father of Nigeria. You can look him up on Wikipedia. And what makes me proud is that these are individuals who are saying, we're not going to accept life as it is today. And whatever we have to sacrifice in our current state is going to do better for the next generation. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do. But I've had the opportunity to lead teams across the world, from Latin America, Asia, the US. And the one thing I've learned is, even though we're in a time period where there's a lot of nationalism, where it's, I'm Swedish, I'm French, I'm American, I'm German, I'm Kenyan, I'm Nigerian. The reality of it is we're all human first. We have to remember that, and that's why the Global Entrepreneurship Festival is important, because when the globe wins, we all win. So what I would love for us to do is look at the person next to you, and if there's an odd number, look at both of y'all, whatever you gotta do, and I want you to repeat after me. You ready?
Yeah, ready.
Say you, me, we are humans first. Now let's change the world together. Thank you.
Our final speaker that I'm going to call today is someone who I absolutely adore, who truly brings me joy and makes my heart smile. I would like to welcome Dr. Joy Smart Francis.
Thank you so much, and it's been such an amazing time here at the press conference. This is the first press conference that we're having this year. It's a tour, and we're going around 12 different cities. This global press conference is bringing information to the different cities that have participated in the GEF, and I'm just excited to be here being the first one. So thank you, Atlanta. Thank you, East Point, for hosting. So I have written down my closing remarks so I don't miss out on anything. Allow me to please read it. Okay. So members of the high table, distinguished guests, esteemed partners, those watching online, members of the press here and those across the world, and global change makers. As we come to the end of this transformative global press conference, I am reminded that every great movement begins with a single step. And today, we all have taken a very, very bold one. The Global Entrepreneurship Festival 2025 is more than just an event. I'm sure you've heard from those who were there last year. It's far beyond just an event. It is a global platform where ideas ignite, businesses scale, partnerships are formed, dialogues are crafted into policies, and solutions emerge to tackle the world's most pressing challenges. Last year, we delved into a conversation on poverty eradication and how entrepreneurship can actually address that, and it was a very, very impactful program. Our theme this year, the AI-powered entrepreneur, created a sustainable future. So I'm going to borrow from the I say, you say, so that I'm sure that when we leave here, you remember what the theme for GEF 2025 is. So I'm going to say the AI-powered entrepreneur, and then you're going to say creating a sustainable future. Please, can you cooperate with me on this? Yes. Thank you. Now, our theme, the AI-powered entrepreneur, creating a sustainable future, is a call to action for all of us, every one of us. That burden is not on some people, is not on those here, it's on the entire world, you and I. AI is no longer a distant future, it is here. It is shaping industries, it's driving economic growth, and it's opening doors to new possibilities. But technology alone is not enough. We must ensure that AI is leveraged to empower, not exclude, to create opportunities and not widen the gaps. At GEF 2025, we will explore how AI can help entrepreneurs in Atlanta, entrepreneurs in Accra, entrepreneurs across the world scale impact-driven businesses, drive financial inclusion, and build solutions that uplift communities worldwide. This is the defining conversation of our time, and we invite you to be part of it. To all our partners, those that are currently on board, and you who this is for, it is an opportunity to forge strategic collaborations that will shape the future of entrepreneurship, whether through investments, partnerships, mentorship, like our sister mentioned, or ecosystem support. Your contribution will help build a more innovative and sustainable world. To all the entrepreneurs, investors, policymakers, and business leaders, the time to act is now. Get your tickets, plan your trip, and prepare. Prepare to immerse yourself in a global movement that will transform industries and livelihood. GEF 2025 is where networks expand, deals are made, and game-changing ideas come to life. To our friends in the press, you are the voice that carries the movement forward. So we urge you to please share the information across all your platforms as often as you can. Let the world know that GEF 2025 is the place where bold ideas meet real-world impact. If each one can reach one, together, we will take actions that make the world a better place. Let's build, let's innovate, let's create beyond boundaries, beyond limits, and beyond expectations. I look forward to seeing you at GEF 2025 because that's where AI-powered entrepreneurs will create. Thank you very much.
I always like to thank the audiences. The audience, those who said yes, thank you for being here today. There is no press conference without you all. As someone who's been a part of the Metro Atlanta community for about 15 years, I say I'm a dual citizenship of Los Angeles and Atlanta. No, but I truly love Metro Atlanta. Thank you to the board for saying yes and naming this as the priority hub for entrepreneurs to do global commerce. Thank you, Chantel, for saying yes. East Point is incredible. East Point CBB truly is incredible. Thank you for your leadership. Or should I say leadership? Leadership, you're truly a powerful woman. Turn this around and this is why we're here. This woman here made things happen. Okay. And I'm just gonna end here. I don't want to take too much of your time. What I will challenge you to do today is to make free connections. Connections are powerful.
Minimum.
They're a minimum, that's your assignment. I used to be a teacher, so that is your assignment today. 3 connections and then take action. That is your assignment today. Thank you all for being here. Thank you again to the board and thank you to East Point. Have a wonderful day, you all.
Let's start from Sherry on the left, on the right. So, can we get a hat? Then. Yeah.
Video first.
Sure.
How far is it? You got to ask me why. Pull out, yeah, pull out on that one.
It's a different city.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Pull out video. Get the video or edit one of the
Yeah.